loves, and welcome to the hot mess express that we have going on today. I have been running around again today, but I did finally finish Blood on Her Tongue. This was fantastic. I loved it. Now, I do have to say the characters in this book are quite unlikable, and so if that's an issue for you, you might not like this story. It does fit bully, though. I was able to keep this in its designated slot because we do have a male main character who is very, very much a bully in this book. I really love this one. Now, I only gave this one 4 stars as opposed to the 5 stars that I gave My Darling Dreadful Thing, simply because the story in this is a little convoluted. And while I do expect some of that in a Gothic novel, it kind of took me out of the atmospheric writing and everything like that. And there were some moments that it didn't quite hit for me in the way that I feel like it was meant to in this book. So I really liked it. I think in my new rating system, it comes to a 4.1. So a little bit above a 4, but really, really enjoyed it. I can say that this is not a Dracula retelling. This is very much, like I have been saying over the last few clips, the Bog Wife instead of Dracula. I do think the amount of Dracula quotes that are in this book definitely lend to people assuming it could be a Dracula retelling. And there are some vampiric elements to this story, but we are not discussing vampires as we know them. So I do see how maybe someone who hasn't read Dracula and is just assuming by the level of Dracula quotes in here that it is a Dracula retelling, but it is not. So I do want to point that out because at first it was something that I was disappointed by and could have lent to me being disappointed with this book overall, but I decided I didn't care about that element as much as I do Johanna Van Veen's writing. So the horror book club was pretty, everybody gave it pretty close to the same rating, so no one was hugely disappointed in it. Everyone loved the writing. So I have to say, I really think that Johanna Van Veen still could potentially be a favorite author for me. I know I already love her writing style, and it's already top-notch in my books. So I keep saying so a lot because my brain, it just does not even want to function anymore. On that note, I do think tonight I will play some Dragon Age. I am going to go shopping with my son. So you might get some B-roll of that, but my brain is still a little broken. And I will be moving on to the Patreon read-along either later on tonight or tomorrow. And it is Broken Souls and Bones by LJ Andrews. And I'm looking forward to this a lot. I think it's probably what my brain needs as opposed to all of the horror that is on my current TBR. So I'm going to go that route. I do still have the audio for Too Old for This. I believe that is the name of the book. Again, brain is broken. The insurance it's becoming a battle. And I wish it wasn't, because it was so obvious that it wasn't our fault. And to have to go through all of this knowing that it wasn't our fault, it's just it feels insulting, it feels demeaning, and it wears me out quite a bit. So I will check in with you guys when I get a little further along in Broken Souls and Bones and insert some clips of us shopping. Okay guys, LJ Andrews has done it. I am obsessed with this book. I've already purchased a copy. I just got a regular hardback edition, but I am in love with these characters. This story is so good. We have a girl who has been in hiding because her magic is highly sought after by the king, and the king is not such a great person, and so she's been hidden away from him. He's been seeking her out but not knowing who the girl that he's looking for actually is. So whenever I think they're called the Stall, come into her town, she's keenly aware that they are looking for her. So she goes on the run, kind of to run into the one person who could track her. And she ends up getting taken to the king alongside some of her friends who helped hide her. Some of them were aware of who she was, but some of them weren't. And so it was like a kind of a generic start to the story. But our main male character, let me clarify, he is actually mute and speaks in sign. This has been such an intimate thing between our main character and him because he uses sign on her skin sometimes to communicate. Like, he will start signing where she can feel it and she can communicate with him that way. It creates such intimate moments for them, and her learning his language, again, such an intimate moment. Absolutely love that about them. Now, we do learn that the king is in search of something and he wants her magic to seek out this thing. I won't go into spoilers with all of that. And she does not want to look for this thing to give the king more power. So she's in a very precarious position because she lives at the castle now. He uses her to kind of show her off and things like that. And oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with this couple. So completely obsessed. I love the political sphere that we're in. The world building is great. This is probably going to be a 5-star for me. I can't see why I wouldn't give it 5 stars. Also, the side characters have so much personality, and I have fallen in love with them as well. I'm so excited to read other things by this author because I know there are some completed series out there. I know that she is getting traditionally published now. Her indie works are getting traditionally published. I've had my eye on the Ever King for a while now. I really, really want that series. So I think I may have found a new favorite romantasy author. I definitely do. As it stands, I do believe I'm a little bit past the 50% mark, but I'm enjoying this so much. And there's so much more that I could tell you, but I don't want to get into anything too spoilery. But I want to just eat this book up, and I want to continue with the series, and it's not even available yet. So, such a good book. Such a good book. I also wanted to show you guys something that I picked up on my shopping excursion. Come on, focus on it. Focus. Oh, there we go. Oh, it focused for a whole second. Anyway, they say horror babe. So I'm very excited to like wear these for some of my horror vlogs. I'll probably just wear these whenever because I absolutely love horror. And I am a little punk rock mom, so I thought they suited my style. That's it. That's all I have to say. Like I said, I'm really, really loving this. I do think it might be a 5-star. Is it going to make my favorite books of the year? I don't know. There is a lot stacked against it in that regard because I've read a lot of 5-star books this year, including some really great romantasy that I'm excited to continue on with. So, and those second books are coming. I know The Games Gods Play, I believe the second book to that one comes out in November. And Silver Elite, I'm not sure when the next book in that series is coming out, but, and I know the next book in Immortal Dark is coming out. So, I mean, it's going to have some pretty stiff competition even in the romantasy front. But as it stands right now, I am absolutely loving it. Loving it.
What do you want? What do you want? You want some pretzels? Okay.
morning. So I have finished Broken Souls and Bones. I have something to show you guys though. I ordered myself a copy of it because I thoroughly enjoyed it. What is up with these tiny paperbacks? I mean, hardbacks, the size of paperbacks. I don't understand. So here's Blood on Her Tongue. Here's Broken Souls and Bones. How do I keep getting a hold of these tiny hardbacks? I don't get it. I don't get it. Amazon, what are you doing? Because, you know, here's the thing about these. They are super floppy. Like, and so they're very easy to like hold open and read, even though they're hardback. But I absolutely hate these because they are so small. Now, if I could get every single one of these in this, I don't think I would be too mad about it. But I already know I'm not going to be able to find the Everking in this size. So this ticks me off. It just ticks me off. So I don't know if I'm going to end up selling this one. I know Windweaver, even the one with the dust jacket on them, because these are dust jacket free. Like, these are printed on hardback. I know that the Windweaver was actually a small hardback, even with a dust jacket on it. But I hate these. I hate these so much. Anyway, I did love this book, obviously, because I bought a hardback of it. And I have to say, my original rating of this, when I posted to my Discord and everything like that, I gave it 4.5 stars. I think I'm settling on a 4-star for this though, because I loved everything about it, but it was entirely predictable. The whole thing was so predictable. I saw everything coming a mile away. And that doesn't change the way I feel about this couple though. I really was obsessed with the couple in this book. And I do think the fact that our main male character is mute actually makes me love them a whole lot more. And not because they are mute, but because she learns his language. He speaks to her, touching her skin. Like, it creates so much intimacy in this relationship. And that I adored so much. I loved it. I loved it. I don't have much more to say though, because I'm obsessed with it. The story is compelling, even though it's predictable. The couple, I'm rooting for them 100%. Like, I really just want to get to the next book. It was so fantastic. I am, like I said, sticking with a 4-star though, because everything was very predictable. I did like the writing though. LJ Andrews, I'm definitely interested in reading more from her. Sorry, my allergies are also kind of going a little crazy today. Not really sure why. It's cold outside. I've been inside. So, you know, there's that. But since I do not want to end this video in the middle of a book, I'm going to go ahead and start my next vlog. So for this video, I have had so many things going on that I have been so stressed out. I only read 2 books, which is, you know, kind of unheard of for me in a week. But I really needed to take a break. My brain needed a break. I really just needed to step away from some of the things that were stressing me out, and that meant playing video games. Yes, I played through Veilguard again, but I mean, that's just where we are right now. It's where we are, and I'm not stressed about it. But I do need to record other videos. I do need to get started on the rest of my October TBR because it was extensive and I have failed to get to any of it. Whenever I start creating my thumbnails for my wrap-ups, there's slots for 12 books, and I usually do touch at least 12 books. That doesn't mean I read 12 books, but some of them will be DNFs. Sometimes I get to 15. Currently, I'm sitting at 5, so we will see. I guess 6 because I have started Guild, but I just needed a moment to step away and decompress and all of that stuff. I do also want to pick up the Crimson Road, so Guild and the Crimson Road are definitely coming in my next vlog. But that is it for me this week. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!